So here I am. How can I help?
Yesterday, we encountered a client that was not happy.
That'll happen every week.
Yes, and I was wondering, like, why isn't he happy if he's growing?
Yep. Isn't that always the weirdest ones, right? Like
Yes.
when you're doing your job and they're still unhappy, you're like, why? I'm doing all the right things.
What to do when this happens, because like we are doing our best, we are following every step that he gave us, and still he's angry and thinks he need like some other solutions.
How do you know they were angry?
Well, they revoke us the access to the account.
Ooh, that's a pretty severe one. Okay. They're like, I'm
Yes.
taking control over that. I mean, that is like breaking up right there.
Yes.
Okay. So where do things stand today? Do we have access back or is it still revoked?
I think it's still revoked. Yesterday was still at the end of the day, the access was still revoked. But I know that the team tried to talk with him, and he was like not happy because he said that we don't give them the things that he wants on time. But all the things that we're working on are on his side, like it's on approval.
Sometimes when a client asks for things to go faster and we're just waiting on approval, I will then send a one-line email and I'll say, hey, we're waiting on a bunch of approvals. Can we just publish this stuff? And then you tell us when you can get to it. For some people, that works for them. If I was the client, that would work for me. I would rather things be getting done and then improving them later. So if we're delivering on time, but we can't publish without approval, that's an expectation issue. The agency is always at fault.
It's not your fault.
In situations of expectation setting. Now, if a client is a raging asshole, there's nothing you can do about that. So let's establish that first. We fire assholes. We don't want to work with assholes. But you haven't given me any indication that this guy's an asshole yet. You've only told me, you've only revealed so far that they have revoked our access and they want things done faster. That's all you've told me so far. So let's keep going through this narrative and story. But the team at any point ask for permission to publish without approval.
No, not really. Like he was in another pod. He just like the week I started in operations, we took the client. So 2 weeks ago.
So anytime there's a team transition, the likelihood of cancellation spikes at least for 60 days. This is the life of an agency. Your stress levels, you wouldn't be booking this conversation with me if your stress levels weren't high, right? So I already know that without you saying anything. But I want to set expectations with you that all of the things you've told me so far are normal.
Okay.
And for some people, after I say that, they're like, I'm out.
I'm out.
Like, I don't want to deal with any of this. But for other people, once they understand it's normal, the stress levels start to come down, right? So as an agency, your job is to take extreme ownership, right? You're going to get yelled at by clients you serve and do well with. You're going to get fired by clients that you do well with. Right? So here we have a client that we've overserved. Now they have complaints and some of their complaints might be merited. Let's also like put that on the table. Like there could be a miscommunication issue. There could be all kinds of things. Like maybe your manager messed it up, right? And you're just witnessing, but you don't know any better, right? Like all these things could happen, but more often than not, you'll do everything right and you'll still lose. And it's a great metaphor for life. You could go in life and make all of the right decisions, go get the great education, marry the right person, and then you get hit by a truck. Like that's life.
Yeah.
With agencies though, you see it every single day. Like it is nonstop. It is a marathon. Don't be afraid of the marathon.